What's going on YouTube? Modeling that back at you with the next build update of the 92 Mercury Cougar gold leaf model. So in the interim between the last one, update and this one, I've got the gloss coat down. For that I used Gravity Colors 3-part clear set that they sell. So again, this is Gravity Colors located in Spain, not in the US. I don't believe the one in the US is in business anymore, but again, yeah, so got that on, give it a couple of days to cure, just to go off, make sure that it was hard as a rock, and then came in with some Tamiya sanding sheets just to kind of get a couple of blemishes out, just extra thick flakes and nasty flakes of paint, or of the clear. So got that out, and I got that sanded back and stuff like that, and then polished it up with a set of sponges that I got from Amazon, as well as the holder and things like that, and a little tiny drill that I use. But basically used 3 different levels. I started with about 600 grit on the sandpaper, went up to 3000 all wet, and then used Meguiar's Scratch X Fine Scratch and Blemish Remover just to do the initial buffing, and then from there went to the Meguiar's Ultimate Compound, just to kind of again get a little bit better gloss, and then last the polish. So, and at that point that gets you to this appearance here. So again, there's a few blemishes. The one back here on the back I went ahead and left up and through here, just because again it's not in the touch, it's just a visual thing, and that's going to get covered up anyways. So left that, but there's a couple that I just wasn't able to fully get out, and I wanted to be cautious not to go through the actual clear coat itself. So just playing it safe, I'm going to leave a few just minor blemishes in the paintwork, again, that you might see if it catches it just in the right light. But yeah, still has that good green to gold effect all over. Again, not too heavy on the top, but pretty heavy down here near that gold bar that's run along the base. So yeah, happy with the way that came out. The one other thing I went ahead and did was, after looking at it and thinking about it, I used just a little bit of Mr. Color Thinner, the blue bottle, this stuff here, used just a tiny bit on the cotton bud, and I actually got the tint off of the taillights. I would kind of have liked to have had that be again, that tinted, blacked out kind of look. However, that being said, the only way that I would have been able to get that in a crystal clear view was basically going to be if I had taken and done it from the backside, and at this point that was not possible, seeing that it was already chrome plated. So I just went ahead and just removed that, so it's back to just the standard red. I did take and had to do this a couple of times, but if I can get this to zoom in just a little bit here. So I do actually have the Cougar XR7 and Mercury highlighted in gold. You can see a couple of those blemishes still on the trunk, but again, that's just me being picky about my own kit. So overall, this thing looks absolutely stunning, and again, as long as you don't catch it in those lights, you don't even see it. But I got the glass in. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is, for the headliner, I'm actually going to flock that in green. So I'll come in and very carefully brush paint a little bit of the XF or the X5, just to take and try to get some green here into the corners where I'm going to flock it. As the interior is mostly going to be white, so I just wanted something a little bit more contrasting there on the top. But as you can see, looking through, you can kind of see what I was going for with that really dark, again, limo style tint on this. So I think it'll work out well once I have this all together and things like that, it'll really just make it look the part. So moving on, so I'm not waffling 10 minutes just on the body. I got the chassis also glossed. There's a little bit of just roughness down in through here. Was going to take care of it, but the more I got to thinking about it, it's going to be really hidden once I get the axles in, everything like that. So left that in place. Do have this glued into place now, so the rear suspension is what it will be. So you can see the effect that I was going for there with the two-tone chassis. And then the other bit that I got done tonight is the green chromed engine. So that is all done, just letting that dry off, and then that will be getting combined with the gold headers, things like that, just to really dress it up. The other little bit that I got done today was a lot of masking and a lot of painting. So the X5 green, I've got that in where I basically want it, so it's going to be along the top edge. Let me grab a pair of tweezers just to point it out. So right through here, this is all masking tape, and then all along the base here is going to be masking tape. That is all going to be white flocked on both door panels, so those will be identical. Inside of the main tub itself, let me zoom in just a little bit. So basically each of the seat backs themselves are going to remain the white. In fact, I'm not even going to flock those. Those are just going to be white. Same with the center section, just to kind of imitate leather. Basically comes down here to the lower edge, up and around and things like that. The floor itself is going to be all flocked in white. The center console, I'm going to get a semi-gloss out, and I'm going to shoot that over this section here. Might even do it over the whole thing here, just because I don't want it to be this glossy. But I did kind of want that texture on this, is it's going to be more of a leather, green to leather interior. Same with on the sides. So through here, on the side panels, that's going to be green leather, but then a strip here at the top, along the back and around, all of that's going to be flocked in green. So that'll kind of be the next step. I wanted to show the interim. The other thing I went ahead and did, once I got the main rear end into place, is tested out the wheels. So what I did was I drilled these out to 2.8 mil, and that is the perfect size to fit over both the rear hubs there as well as the front hubs. With these little knockouts, it actually puts the wheel exactly where it was meant to be on the kit itself. So yeah, that's gonna look great once it's done. There was one that I drilled on out to 3 mil. Did not like how that looked, so that one I'm gonna have to figure out a way to kind of shim it to look a little bit better and stuff like that. Possibly add like a point. I think I have like a 0.10 mil styrene, so if I add one to the top, one to kind of each of the four sides, I think that should kind of fill that gap well enough on whatever hub it is that I'm doing that, just to keep it from being a weeble wobble. So yeah, that is pretty much it. Like I said, here's the other door panel, just so you can see that. A little bit extra glossy, which again, it's X5, so it's going to be super glossy. So probably before I pull these off, hit them with X35, which is semi-gloss, just to kind of give them that more leather appeal. So yeah, I know it's been a little bit over a week since my last update, but yeah, we got a lot done up to this point, and yeah, moving on. Hoping to have this done here before too long so I can move on to the next build. So if you have any questions, comments, definitely post them down below. We've got quite a few new subscribers lately, so definitely want to say welcome to all of you. And again, if you have any questions over any kits that I've purchased or anything like that, looking back through my stash, different reviews that I've had, definitely feel free to post them up, and I'll try to get back to you as quickly as I can. So other than that, I will see you in the next one. Peace.